Nation, and I am welcoming each and every one of you here to wake up to Wakanna now with our own CEO. And I'm going to get out of the way for this young lady. Almost 17 years, December the 6th. Oh my goodness, this time has passed so fast. But I've learned so much from this young lady. The day after I met her, guess what, guys? She fired her boss. Anybody here ever fired their boss? That's right, because corporate America was not serving her well, even though she was a six-figure earner, but it was not giving her the time freedom. She went on to social selling full time, changed the industry, became three MVPs of three different companies, built teams in over 46 countries, and has just helped and trained so many people. Back in 2017, she went back into corporate America where she became a CEO of a cannabis company. And guys, here history is being made 2 years later. We founded Wakanna, and look at where we are now. And guess what? It's only just the beginning. So, Melissa Boston, are you out there?
Hey, Phyllis, I am out here, and good morning to everyone on the line. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for being who you are. It's always so exciting to wake up on Mondays to hear your voice. You are so gracious, so humble. Phyllis not only is our co-founder of Wakanna, but she is the CSO, the midwife, the first time and the first double time in helping all of us give birth to unlimited possibilities. So thank you so much, Phyllis, for everything you do. Just had an amazing weekend, everyone. Hopefully you guys had an awesome weekend as well. I want to start our call off first and foremost by also welcoming onto the line all of our brand new distributors, new customers. For those of you who might have just ranked advanced, we want to welcome and acknowledge you as well. We start this by sharing our vision and mission. Our vision is we exist to help end the negative stigma that has caused I'm sorry, guys. We exist to help end the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. Our mission is we are the catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, and investors, evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. And so again, had just such a phenomenal weekend. Hopefully, and there's getting some feedback back there, guys. Can we all mute out? Let's try this again. I don't know if it's just me, but something
I
is in
am
my ear.
muting. I am muting. I am muting.
Okay,
I'm
great.
muting this. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. But I hope everyone had just an unbelievable weekend. We absolutely have the best team on the planet when I look at our distributors and everything that you guys do all around the country. When I look at our corporate team, oh my goodness, every Saturday we have a chance to get together with the most phenomenal team in the business. I'm telling you what, the ideas, the strategies, the things they're doing to get things done is absolutely incredible. We know that today is Momentum Monday. Today we talk about recognition. We talk about deals and even ranks. Last week, just also want to give a quick update. Wellness Wednesday, we utilized that platform with our phenomenal Dr. Betty. Thank you, Phyllis Nash, for also being a part of last week's Wellness Wednesday. But we actually gave away $500 in loyalty points, guys. In Wakanna Bucks, we had a random drawing, and 5 of you won. Hopefully, you've had a chance to check that live video out so that you can collect all the details. But I will say your name today on this call so that you're going to have an opportunity to go claim that prize. In fact, we gave away $100 to 5 people, and that was Troy, Zachary, Marguerite Wright, Fontaine Doss, Angela Jones, and Tammy Texera. So if you have already claimed yours, great. In fact, all you need to do is go to your back office and look under your loyalty point section, and those loyalty points are actually now loaded so that you are locked and loaded. You're ready to go ahead and start spending and redeeming those points right now. And so what does that mean, guys? That means this month, it's not over yet. I mean, yes, it's almost over, but it's not over yet. We have until Friday. And guess what you want to do? You want to make sure you get your 3. Not only will you be recognized on our social media, everyone that actually went out and got 3 brand new customers. So these aren't customers from the past, brand new customers. That means they're buying for the first time. They're registering for the first time here in the month of September. When you do that, you're going to automatically get recognized on our social media. But guess what? We're going to actually feature you on our Wellness Wednesdays, and you might also win now double the payout, because instead of us giving away 500 in loyalty points, we're giving away 1,000 in loyalty points. I mean, how exciting is that? But not only that, when we think about our top 3 finishers, those who finished at the top spot, we're talking about people that put in as many as 20 brand new customers in 1 month. I mean, that is unbelievable, okay? And so let's look at our number 3, Freedom McDuffie, and I believe she had 13, Gerald West at 14, and Bernadine Kirkling at 20, okay? And so those are the numbers to look out for. You want to keep pushing, keep shining, and all I can tell you guys is don't give up. Push, push, push all the way through September the 30th, and you never know where you're going to end up. You know, let's just talk a little bit about the weekend, okay? For us, it was just such a powerful weekend because we had a chance to kick it off by doing a movie premiere. In fact, we rented out the theater twice, okay? 2 opportunities. I want to give a big shout out to Shannon King, our VP of Marketing, for putting together the most unbelievable experience. I'm telling you what, folks, it was not only such a powerful, extraordinary, breathtaking, riveting, just motivating movie. I mean, we laughed, we cried, we fought with the Warriors. I mean, you're literally in your seat and you're sitting there like, oh my goodness, just feeling so much of a part of it. I mean, I'm telling you what, Viola Davis better get an Oscar. That movie should get an Oscar. It was just that powerful, you know, but it was always exciting when you can do something, you know, with people you love, people that you love hanging around. And so it was just so awesome to experiencing this with Wakanna Nation. You know, it was so great also just seeing some of the cool little features we had as a company, whether it was our movie tickets that actually had our name on it, plus it had Woman Key. I mean, just all those memorable moments, the pictures. Make sure you go to Wakanna for Life. You check us out, okay? Because you're going to see some of the pictures, some of the highlights, some of the updates. And guess what, folks? Whenever, you know, Black Panther comes back out in November, we are going to do it all over again. And so you don't want to miss these type of opportunities. It's even great for you to bring your guests, your family and friends, because they had a chance to sample some of the Wakanna products, had these cute little seasonings, okay, cute little seasonings, whether it was garlic fire, chili lime. You know, again, Shannon just an amazing job. These cute little seasonings that were included with your ticket so that you can season up your popcorn, okay, which was awesome. And it was really nice, too, because the theater that was selected really focused on healthy options. So we even had things like vegan chicken nuggets. I mean, it was just great being somewhere where they really are supporting a healthy lifestyle. Even though Skinny Dip almond chocolate was no dairy, I mean, they had just awesome selections, and we had so much fun. It was just so powerful to share that movie, to experience that movie together. In fact, now I've already been twice, so now it's going to be a 3rd time. I can see a 4th time coming, then a 5th time. So if you've not yet seen this movie, guys, please take the time to go see it. It is absolutely something that not only will move you, but it's life-changing to really witness. You know, a lot of the things they left out of the history books, right, regarding the slave trades. And you want to go see this movie. You want your family to see it, your friends to see it, and absolutely it will change your life. And one of the lessons in that movie, you know, leaders have the vision to see what others cannot. And we, you know, oftentimes talk about vision in that way, but the way it was said in the movie, it just really gave me these goosebumps. I mean, we actually took notes because you learned so much in that movie. It's always great when you could be entertained, but also educated at the same time. I mean, it just takes things to the next level. Speaking of next level, we had an amazing time this weekend hanging out with our Director of Customer Service, Sylvia Covington. Michael, oh my goodness, you guys shut it down. It was such an awesome time having our closeout barbecue, and it was vegan style with vegan burgers, vegan brats. It was just such a good time hanging out with you, Phyllis and Willie and Ann Mooney. Oh my goodness, my husband even came. So we had such a fun time. You know, thank you, Kathy Weathersby, for holding it down on the Flat Belly Lifestyle. I know Phyllis was able to jump in for a second, but it was just so good to know we just have such an amazing team. And speaking of an amazing team, oh my goodness, I was on social media checking out Ma and James Mitchell. Do you guys know they completed the Chicago Half Marathon? I mean, this couple is absolutely the example of age reversal. It's amazing to see what they've done, what they've accomplished since completing the cleanse, to see their health improve, to see the dramatic difference. I mean, they're looking like little teenagers out there running in this marathon, guys. I mean, this is just unbelievable to really see what we can do, what we can accomplish, how anything is possible when we put our health first. So if you haven't had a chance to check out their video on social media, you need to go out there, give them some love, give them a shout out, because you guys are our hero, okay? And definitely my inspiration, because I'm like, wow, they did it. Hey, guess what? We can do it. Let's prepare next year. Hey, you never know. We might be in that half marathon with you guys, okay? And so let's talk about something happening right now with the wellness coaching. Super excited because another wellness coaching certification is underway. Hopefully you guys have been plugging in. I know on Saturday, they were plugging in. On Sunday, oh my goodness, such a phenomenal time with Dr. Eric and Sharon. They do such an amazing job. We do have 2 more classes this weekend. So if for whatever reason you have not received a link, perhaps we need to update your email. Please get with customer service so that we can make sure you have everything you need. We have been sending out those replays. So even if you missed the first couple of classes, you can go back and watch all of the recordings so that you can get caught up, because can you believe it, guys? They're already getting down to classes 4 and 5. Okay. So this is our 4th class. So amazing. And they're literally more than now the halfway mark through. And so you want to get plugged in if you think you should be a part of that group so that we can make sure you don't miss your opportunity to get certified in the next 4 weeks. Speaking of something happening in the next 4 weeks, yes, we have our legacy conference coming up. We have our pajama party coming up. And this is super exciting because at the pajama party, we're doing the big reveal of the new brand, okay? You are going to want to make sure you mark your calendar, because even if you've been on our investors meeting, our Diamond and Emerald meeting, even if you plan to attend the Sapphire and the Ruby meeting we're having this Wednesday, at the brand reveal, this is going to absolutely take everything to the next level. So you're going to want your team to experience it, maybe some of your prospects. I mean, this is absolutely going to be such an amazing time. And it all kicks off that Friday night on October the 21st. And then our conference is happening on that Saturday. We have such an exciting lineup, special speakers. It will absolutely blow your mind, guys. So we want to make sure you get your tickets. In fact, I need to take a look and see what they've shared with me, but I've heard the VIP tickets are almost gone, guys. And so if you have not got a VIP ticket, you want to make sure you do get that. It does include 1 free ticket, which is always great because that gives you an opportunity to make sure you attend conference with at least a guest. I mean, I've seen people go and get 5 of those tickets. One lady even got 10 of those tickets, guys, because what people are doing is they're utilizing this as a strategy to absolutely build their business for the Founders Program. So if you're planning on coming with us to Dubai, right, because you are planning, right, it's your goal to be diamond. It's your goal to hit ruby so that you don't miss out on our Ruby retreat in Las Vegas. Everyone can attend because obviously it's our conference, but not everyone will be a part of what we do for the rubies. And so you want to make sure that this month you get strategic, okay? You start your plan now so that whenever October is there, you got your tickets, you got your team, you are positioned, and now all of a sudden you're able to go to that next level. But for you to go to the next level, it's going to take you finding people on your team who are ready to go with you. See, you might have a plan to go diamond, but if you're not talking with your team about going sapphire, about going ruby, some of the people who might be wanting to go emerald, see, that's how you go diamond. You don't just go diamond by not working with other leaders in your group. You don't just go ruby by not working with other leaders in your group. You got to work with your team. And by working with your team and helping them carve out their goals, you absolutely will win and you will shine in this business. And as I wrap things up before I get into the lineup this week, because again, today's Momentum Monday, tomorrow is our Transformation Tuesday, I want to close it out first, with just a message so that we can really understand the timing in which we're at right now, the company in which we're at right now. When you think about the industry of direct selling, in my opinion, it is absolutely the greatest industry on the planet. I mean, when we think about the numbers, okay, think about the numbers. $190 billion, guys, in revenue. And when you think about the fact that out of that, I mean, we're talking about probably close to $100 billion being paid out to people that look just like me and you. And the reason why that's so powerful, let's now think about something like the NFL. Think about how so many times, right, we see millions of little boys and girls, right, who dream of being a professional athlete, right, whether it's in the NBA, whether it's in the WNBA, that's something that kids dream about. But when you really think about the odds of that happening, first and foremost, it's a $9 billion industry, $9 billion. So $9 billion compared to $190 billion. And so what I'm telling you is this industry that we're a part of, that we love, actually produces more revenue, right? Exponentially more revenue, more millionaires than the NFL, than the NBA, than all of the sports combined. And then you take it times not 10, but times 20, and that's where we're at with network marketing. But it gets such a bad rap, right? It gets such a bad rap because unfortunately, people don't really get the aspect of what leverage truly means. We're so caught up in working a pyramid at our job where we have the CEO at the top who you'll never out earn. You'll never pass them up, right? But in a business like this, from day one, you are the CEO of your business, right? It's like the upside down pyramid. But when we really look at the reality, see, the reason why, it gets a bad rap, because at the end of the day, a lot of people get into this kind of industry and they don't really look at it as a wealth growth strategy. Sometimes they get into it because they want product discounts. Maybe they want just the camaraderie, okay, to meet new friends. Sometimes people get into it for just so many different reasons, personal growth, personal development. But the average person really gets in it and they never recruit anybody. They just kind of get in it, okay? And so because of that, the industry discloses everything, right? So you have to know that, oh my goodness, when we look at 90% of the people in a direct selling business, 90% of them are out within 90 days. So when you listen to those statistics, you think, oh my God, that's alarming. 90%, when you think about that, it almost is kind of like, wow. And then when you think about the fact that in most businesses, 80% of people never make a dime, okay? And so the reality is this, guys, this company that you're in, okay, Wakanna, was built by social sellers for social sellers because we believe that this is the best industry on the planet. But of course, in all things, there's always room for improvement, right? We got fed up too with some of what we experienced because we do know that in many times you join a business like this and the compensation plan is truly written for the top 1%. That's just the way that it is because they recognize most people aren't going to really do much. And so they're going to really build it around the top 1%. But the bottom line is we wanted a compensation plan that actually worked for the average person. So not only when we think about our business in terms of attrition versus retention, our retention blows the industry numbers out the roof, guys, okay? And the second thing we think about is we know that 80% of our distributors have received a check or rebate. I mean, this is absolutely unheard of. So the reality is we know that we've created something special. We know that when we look at the fact that out of 8 million, $3.5 million got paid back out to the field, okay? But when you look around, what do they want to talk about? They want to talk about the same story from 2019, about 144,000, but no one's talking about the fact that we paid out $3.5 million to Black and brown people all across this country. I think that's something special. I think that's something we're talking about. And I think that is important for each and every one of you to understand. And here's the other thing to understand. One of the reasons why I said I would not start a network marketing company, had no desire to be an owner. I was completely happy being a distributor because I've been on the board, the advisory board for the billion-dollar companies. I've been behind the scenes to understand the work that it takes from a corporate side. And at the end of the day, one of the things I knew for certain that if I did not have $10 million, and I would tell people, if you don't have $10 million to start a network marketing company, just don't do it, okay? So this was never my dream, okay? But I did it because I was called to do it because so many companies, unfortunately, do sometimes let you down because it is built around the top 1%ers. We really wanted a company where we can see our team winning. We can see the Sylvia Covingtons who's been in company after company with us, never really had a chance to go to those top levels, go to Ruby and now dream diamond and see that it absolutely can happen. See, we've never been in that position. We've seen companies where, of course, we're on stage, but the one thing you always feel was, wow, I really want my team to be on this stage with us. We want them to have this massive, massive success, guys. And that's truly what we are building here with Wakanna. That's truly what we are doing, even with our new strategic direction, making some improvements because there's always room to learn from what you've experienced over the last 3.5 years. And so we're super excited because if we've already built a company that just when you put the numbers to paper, already statistically are dramatically more improved than even these billion-dollar companies when it comes to the average person winning, can you imagine what's going to happen to your business over the next year, over the next 2 years? That's why we are flat out excited about where we're going, because here's the reality, guys. A lot of times when companies, look at what they pay distributors, you think about it this way. You can go on Shark Tank, right? And if you went on Shark Tank and you had a business that actually had the ability, right, where millions of dollars can be extracted out of, let's say, 8 million, they would look at that like, oh my God, that's a business we want to be in, because a lot of times businesses are struggling to get commissions to 10, 20% because you have your cost of running the business, you have your cost of goods. And so when you look at our business model, not only does it work, but it absolutely pays, which is exciting, right? But see, a lot of companies look at that like, oh, wait a minute, this is money that they can have for themselves, and they get greedy. And so we see owners all the time who get greedy and make the wrong mistakes, which is why we built this company for the people. We built this for the average person. We're not leading this company with fear, greed, or ego. We've already been at the top of these companies. And what we really want to do is build something where the average person can win and they can dream diamond, and not just dream it, but they can achieve diamond. And if you're willing to roll up your sleeves, if you're willing to follow the blueprint, if you're willing to do the work, guess what? We tell you now, and when I said it last week, and I'll say it again, that if you're willing to do all of that, 2023 will absolutely be your best financial year ever, okay? Ever. And so, but you got to be willing to do the work. And what I love about this team is so many of you have already been committed to the work. And now it's just about taking this vehicle and taking it to that next level. And so you can understand why we're so flat out excited. You can understand why this is now Team No Sleep once again, because we're in the process of birthing something so big. It's going to be probably one of the biggest announcements in the network marketing space when what we do happens, but also, too, the biggest announcement since the inception of Wakanna for our company. And so this is truly a time to be excited. This is truly a time to get focused. This is truly a time to stay plugged in, because if you were with us in the beginning, that's great, but many of you weren't with us in the beginning, but being a part of this big announcement is giving you the best of both worlds. You're capturing a company as it's entering into momentum, but also too, you're capturing it as we're about to embark on something that's going to absolutely take all of our lives to that next level. And so with that being said, of course, this week, such an exciting lineup. Of course, I've already announced that today is Momentum Monday. You have a lot that you can plug into. Tomorrow is Transformation Tuesday. Then we have our Wellness Wednesday. Make sure you're plugging in to our live event happening at the corporate office. We have our Throwback Thursdays, our Fun Fridays. You want to pay attention and get on those live videos every Friday at noon. Our Showcase Saturday. This is where we celebrate you as a distributor. And then, of course, Self-Care Sunday. Got to take care of you. Got to put the oxygen on yourself if you want to go help empower other people. Also, too, make sure that you tune in to Rebound with our Dr. Roz with reboundwithwakanna.com, okay? That's happening Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. Central, 2:30 p.m. Central. Today, you can save our strands with our trichologist, Doris Mosley, our medical doctor, Dr. Rita McGuire, and then we have Kathy Weathersby, our VP of Finance, 7:30 p.m. tonight. This is exciting, guys, because our corporate Zooms have been revamped. So you want to jump on our call tonight. You want to hang out with our DJ, Dr. Roz, first. The presentation starts at 8 p.m. Central, and every week they're rotating different leaders who will be presenting to you and your guests. We also do another call with Dr. Rita on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. So those are the two calls that we're supporting from the corporate side, in addition to the Save Our Strands. And then, of course, at 8 a.m. Central tomorrow, you want to wake up with our very own Chief Sales Officer, our Double Diamond, and make sure you attend the Diamond Factory. And so with that being said, guys, I want each and every one of you to have a Wakanna day. We're going to see you at the top, the very top, because this time, you know it, we are busting through the top.